That's my sister. She's not here. She's very kind of shy. I get to do that with her.
That's you in the board.
No, this is my first commissioner question.
Okay. When you would
Did you?
that you do, we want to tell the truth. You also swear to tell the truth. Okay. Right off about 7 or 8 minutes with you. Back on one, they have a nervous.
We first, oh, okay. Well, we purchased this place in December of 2020, and I thought it was about right then. And the first year in 21, it went up by almost $58,000. Okay, I mean, that's probably part of course, when you buy a place and then they adjust it. Second year, it climbed another 44,000. And that's just on the house. And then the next year, climbed another 43,000. So that is $143,200 that it's climbed just from December of 2020. And you know, I mean, it's a manufactured home. Just when the markets went up, it was worth, they said, maybe between $330,000 and $350,000. And now I have Manware and mortgage run it, and it has dropped down to $263,000 that it's worth. And I thought that is less than the $323,120 that they got it appraised. And one thing on manufactured homes is nobody wants to finance them. The only way you can sell them is if you've got somebody that pays cash for them. And they say, you know, I just have a really hard time believing that it's just gone up that much. And then it just took a nosedive. So I'm just questioning that. I don't know how much it could raise my taxes, but I mean, the only reason we were $200,000 for it when we bought it. I don't have anything else to say. I was just trying to understand why it's gone up so much. I'll see what the commissioners have to say. I mean, there's been no improvements to the property really. And I mean, my neighborhood is weeds and nobody takes care of their properties. Mine's pristine. It's over in the old Mondale part. What do they call it? Yeah. Yeah. It's over there, and my neighbors probably have, I don't know how many, if there's an ordinance, how many people can live in a home, but they have anywhere from 10 to 13 cars there every single day. It just looks like a parking lot. And same with the neighbors on the other side of me. And I thought, how many people can live in a home? And our home is bigger than that one. I like to see where they're sleeping. You know, and there's a lot of trashy yards.
You indicated that.
Yeah, that one.
330 to 350.
No, they priced it at 263.
But you said initially it was at 350.
Yeah. It was, well, that's what, Century 21, my realtor, said when we bought it, and then I checked on it, you know, when the markets went up, and she said anywhere from 330 to 50,000. And then when I just checked on it again, it's dropped. They say that my home should be listed at
That's like just this last month. So
yeah.
one of the challenges that we are faced with is it's confusing when you get your notice in June, you're looking at the market today. Unfortunately, we set them out in June, but we're essentially sitting as of January 1st.
That was like the beginning.
We are utilizing sales. Not using sales. Yeah, so the market that you see today on homes today, maybe it was 263 at. Those sales of homes today will be less.
So the comps that I pulled, they were very similar in grade, condition, the year built. They were all real property manufactured houses. They vary in sizes. But even with the two closest in size, it was 168.53, and you're still at 150.07. So you're still on the two that were the most comparable.
Or still per square foot.
Yeah, per square foot, sorry. All the cells were all older than yours, all the comparables that we called were older than yours. The highest one did have acres with it, but like I said, the ones that the two that are the most comparable, the last two that are rural subs, they're still.
How much, lot size?
I'm going by the square foot.
Oh, you're just going by the square footage
Of that house,
right?
She,
It's right there.
So it's probably done because it's manufactured under property. There's probably going to be one category for the homes, one category for the
So, okay, so the first line is for the land itself. 48H, second line is for the home itself. 47H is all the additional, improvements to the land like. 37H would be any. Separated, whether it's,
the home, the improvements to the land.
27.
be your garage. There's just be the garage value. And then 37 would be all.
Yeah. what happens if it's all cracked and it starts raising and?
So that actually doesn't recognize, it depreciates out just like. So, it appreciates and it depreciates, yes, but it also has the same effects.
You can't sell a manufactured home, what they're telling me where I live, and what I have, the same as a stick-built home. And the realtors just tell you that right off, well, you don't want to buy a manufactured home. You want to buy a stick-built home because your manufactured homes are not going to be worth it.
Which is why the comps I told were all manufactured.
And that's true, manufactured homes will generally sell for less than a stick-built home. And we're not comparing the stick-built.
Yeah,
We're determining
at all.
value, which is. So that's what she's done here. Homes that it seems like in most instances are older, similar quality.
Some of them didn't have garages where you did, but I told as close to yours as I could. The average was 171.26 of all the ones I pulled, and yours per square foot, sorry. And yours is at 150.07 per square foot.
Even the last two, she indicated that those are going to be the most similar. One is very similar in size. These are going to be rural subdivisions like yours.
Older, a little bit older, but
Does it matter what subdivision it's in?
So yeah, I mean, it would, but again, generally you're going to find these being rural subdivisions like yours. There are going to be mobile home subdivisions. That's probably kind of she has included some that probably are. Just look at two that are really close to yours. One. She's left the others in.
Like what it says, 57, 44, almost 45, 50,000 per year.
We will unfortunately always be required by the state to be at market value. So as the market shifts, whether it's up or down, we'll be selling out each year. Market and down, homes, mobile homes sell in.
So then why does nobody want to? The only reason we ended up with cars is they had they had like 6 people that wanted it, but they couldn't get financing on it. Their institution for finance. That's how we ended up with it. That kind of messes with us in a way.
However, for only other real manufactured properties, real property manufactured homes, because the uniqueness to financing that does come with that sometimes. So if we were to compare you to a stick built or even one that's not on real property, there could be different financing.
And in our area, you've got stick builds and manufactured.
And this one is the
It's
here
a mixture of
193 built in Centennial Ranch, so there's a section of that that is all
Centennial Ranch is not my area.
but it does have a section that is just manufactured homes, and then the rest of that becomes stick built. Just kind of like Green Oak Meadow, you have like a section that is surrounded by manufactured homes, and then around that area is stick built.
Kind of in.
So it is a comparable area.
It's not, I mean, there could be 2 manufactured homes and then a stick built in our area.
But they are kind of all grouped together, they're not super scattered around, they're all right kind of in the center of some other stick built homes. And it just like Centennial Ranch, they come grouped together, and then it goes into stick built homes, but but that one's again, similar in size, 10 years older and sold for $146 a square foot, and you're at $150, but it's even 10 years older, so you're on $4 a square foot difference there.
These cells, they always put the same challenges of finding. Those obstacles. Yeah, I can understand.
Or see them. And I know that the market has a lot to do with it.
Everything.
And I'm thinking that's kind of screwed us because now our roads don't accommodate all the traffic from all the move-ins and I go 4.5 miles to work and I have to sit in traffic 3 times before I make it home. And I get stuck on Ann and Lincoln Road. Clear back before my turn up.
Crazy.
And I'm thinking that didn't do us any good.
Good question. No, I don't think so. I'm shocked by the increase that it's taken. Well, 2-3 years. Unfortunately, is what I have seen because of all the people moving in and demand on homes are shorting out. It's caused these lower price properties to experience a significant, rise in value because that's what people can afford to buy. So, I think the assessor has value correctly for these terrible funding.
I'm okay with that.
Maybe the frustration.
Yeah, everything's gone up, and I mean, being older and going into retirement, gee, what is that gonna do, What is that gonna do to, having to come, is that going to increase my taxes
Do
that
you know
much?
what your taxes went up last year?
Yeah, I have my tax form. Last year we paid. $1,007.08. That is 2022. I think they were almost the same. Next, $45,000. Because I just didn't go after that. I think I maxed out.
I'd expect to see that this year, line, back out this year, so I'll see if we're-
Well, I was just scared that it double. I was thinking, oh, how am I gonna cover what? I was just afraid that it's gonna double, but if it's not gonna double, then I guess we'll see what the market does. Evaluate. Greenskeeper landscape. So I have a really nice yard because I make my guys work hard. But the neighbors don't care. They just walk by and they say, oh, that's so pretty. And why don't you do the same thing to yours? Yeah, done. Oh, is he? No, that. Okay, so,
We couldn't know if we moved up. Hey.
Okay.
Betsy.
well, thank you. Thanks for listening to me. It's nice to understand and why, you know, and I know that you pull your comparables, but I still have an opinion,
No, but they all fucking go off.
yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you.